Welcome to the online lecture session on power plant engineering. The topic which I will discuss today is handling of coal. As you know, there are three types of fuels that can be burned in any type of steam generating plant. It can be fuel, it can be solid fuel, it can be liquid fuel as oil, and it can be gaseous fuel as gas. We can have solid fuel, solid fuel, coal like coal. We can have liquid fuel, oil, or we can have gaseous fuel, gas. Supply of this fuel to the power station from various sources is one of the most important consideration for a power plant engineer. And the handling of this fuel is an important point. So, mechanical handling of coal is preferred over manual handling due to various reasons. It can be due to higher reliability, less labor required, economical for medium and large capacity plant, and operation is easier and smooth. So, in coal handling, this step we will have these steps are involved. The first one is coal delivery. In coal delivery, the second step is unloading, third is preparation, the fourth one is transfer, outdoor storage, covered storage, in plant handling, weighting and measuring, and then to the furnace. In coal delivery, from the supply point, the coal may be delivered to power station through rail, it can be through road or by river or sea. Plants which are situated near the river or sea may make use of navigation facilities. Station which cannot make use of navigation facility may be supplied coal either by rail or trucks. Transportation of coal by trucks is usually used in case of mines are not far off or when the necessary railway facilities are not available. In case of rail transport, it is to be adopted. The necessary siding for receiving the coal should be brought as near as the station as possible. The second step is unloading. The first one is coal delivery and the second one is unloading. The type of equipment, coal unloading equipment used in the plant depends upon the type of outplant handling mode as road, rail or ship. If the coal is delivered by truck, there is no need of unloading device as the truck may dump the coal to the outdoor storage and coal is easily handled if it lifts the truck with scoops are used. In the third step is preparation. Preparation. If the coal when delivered is in the form of lumps, not of proper size, the coal preparation may be carried out by beakers, sizers, dryers, and magnetic separators. The fourth step is transfer. After preparing coal is transferred to the dead storage by means of following system. That system can be belt conveyor, screw conveyor, bucket elevator, grab bucket elevator, skip host, flight conveyor. As you can see in the diagram, this is this is the belt conveyor. Basically, it is consist of endless belt moving over a pair of end drums rollers, and the belt is made of the rubbers, and basically it is suitable for the transfer of coal over a long distance, and basically it is used for medium and large power plants, and the initial cost is not that much of high. The power consumption is also low, and one some of the advantages of belt conveyor, its operation is quite smooth and clean, and it requires less power as compared to other types of systems, and large quantity of coal can be discharged quickly and continuously, and materials can be transferred on moderate inclines also. We have screw conveyor. Okay, we have screw conveyor. Its function is also for transfer purpose. We have bucket elevator, that is also for the transfer of the coal. We have grab bucket elevator. You can see in the figure, these are the bucket elevator, grab bucket elevator. This is the skip hose. It is also used for the transfer of coal. This is the flight conveyor. This is also used in power plant station in coal handling unit. The next is step is cold storage. Okay, cold storage. In cold storage, it is very essential that adequate quantity of coal should be stored. Storage of coal gives the protection against the interruption of coal supplies when there is a delay in the transportation of coal or due to strikes in coal mines. In regards to storage of coal, the following things you must consider. There should be no standing water near the storage area. At a place where the well drained area is not available, drainage ditches should be installed. Storage area should be solid, not loose or porous. Conical piling should be avoided, and in order to protect against the wind erosion, piles should be sealed. Dead storage, or we can say outdoor storage. Cold stored has a tendency to weather to combine with oxygen of air. Due to the low oxidation of the coal may ignite spontaneously. This is avoided by storing coal in the form of piles so that the air cannot pass through the coal piles. Okay. Live storage. Live coal storage implies the reclaiming and combustion of coal that has been stored for only a relative short time, usually less than a week, and coal from a live coal. And the storage pile is usually supplied to the combustion equipment without the use of mobile equipment, and the coal is usually stored in the vertical cylinder bunkers or coal bins, and coal from silos is transferred to the boiler grid. In plant handling, you can it is basically for transferring the coal from the dead storage to the boiler furnace, and for in plant handling the same equipment are as used for the coal transfer, like belt conveyor, screw conveyor, bucket elevator. Cold weighting, it is the common method that is used for weighting of the weight of the coal. Mechanical, we have system, we have pneumatic system, and we have electronic system. In mechanical method, works on the suitable uh, lever system that is mounted on the knife edges and bearing and connected to the resistance in a form of spring of pendulum. In pneumatic waiters, uses a pneumatic transmitter weight head and the corresponding air pressure determine the load applied, and the electronic weighting machines make use of the load cells that produce the voltage signal proportional to the load applied. And dewatering of coal, excessive surface moisture of the coal uh, reduces the uh, value of the coal and created handling problem, and the coal should therefore be dewatered to produce clean coal. Cleaning cleaning of coal has following advantages. It just improve the heating value. First, it just improve the heating value. Second, it is easier for crushing and pulverization. And third one is it is very easy to handle and transport, and it improve also the boiler performance, and it reduces the amount of ash handling. So this is for today's class. In next class we will discuss another topic.